What's going on? Reek back at it again with the What's Going On Part 3. Hopefully, we can get some people to chime in that ain't chimed in on what's going on. Hopefully, everybody's Saturday night is going spectacular. Hopefully, notifications go out. You know, I usually don't do live streams at this particular time. I've been doing live streams at all times that I don't usually do them. So hopefully, people start getting the notifications and we could get this thing crack a lacking. If not, I'll cut it short and do it. What's going on 3.5 or something. I don't know. We got one person out there. One person flipping in and flipping out. Maybe they're dropping your particular stream. I don't know. Let me do some investigation. One thumbs up so far. That's a good thing. Two people out there. Who goes there? Let me see. This live must be the who's gonna be the quietest. Who's gonna be the quietest? We're gonna see who breaks and starts talking. We're going for a quietathon. And to all the people that's watched, the Rated Shot and infamous Lisa Smith. Hey, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching that particular live stream. I think various topics were covered and people enjoyed what Lisa Smith had to offer to the conversation when it came to people inquiring minds wanting to know what she had to say and what Shad had to say. Shad was throwing the jugs in there too. But in this day and age, I guess when it comes to live streams, since I don't got a Facebook or certain prominent other social media platforms to drive my Tukudukan, I don't even got a website or anything like that. So in this day and era, it's more harder to get I guess a push because the own my the own my own where this is based off of, they don't even push it like they should. And I'll probably even with it being monetized right after however long it uploads, I'll probably experience some. Oh, we may have to hold this particular live stream and go through and make sure you weren't saying certain explicitives or you weren't putting people on certain things. So we got to make sure it's advertiser savvy. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. even though I haven't said anything really major. But like I said, the chat room is open. Nobody's blocked. Hopefully your connection is, phenomenal, and we can get this particular live stream going. But maybe because certain videos are performing better than usual, the powers that be aren't sending anything out like, oh, we don't think he deserves to have anybody come in this particular live stream. Maybe that's how they actually play it. Maybe I might have to just go back to just making videos, posting videos, and hopefully they do numbers versus me trying to interact with the people. Because I guess, like I said, we're in a day and age they don't want you to interact. They want your mind programmed to, all these. To me, I look at it like this: a lot of these other, I won't even say the genre that I do on, this particular platform. You see the numbers go crazy and crazy, but then when you sit and watch whatever it is, like, man, this is not entertaining to do numbers like this. Where are all these numbers coming from? But then you watch other stuff where they're talking something, they can put something on your mind, and mysteriously the numbers are, going down. When this was so many years earlier, this wouldn't have been a problem. Matter of fact, it wasn't even live stream when this platform was first launched before they got bought out or anything like that. But now it's like we're experiencing a gang of transitions, and and it ain't because I don't got subscribers. It ain't because my content has changed so much drastically where oh, well, people don't want to chime in. That's not the case. The case is they don't want the melon inundated individuals communicating. They want to stop that at all costs. And if you are communicating, they want you stuck on things that will benefit certain corporations, that will keep people steady, and that crabs in a barrel effect. And I'm not for that at all. If anything, I want to put people up on things that get them out of that vicious cycle. Matter of fact, instead of having their books to be in the black, you want to make their books to be in the red. That's what I'm for. I'm for making their stocks be in the red instead of in the black. And a lot of people say, well, why would you want to do that? Well, these certain corporations, they're not for you. So why would I want to contribute, my hard-earned dollars, my hard-earned currency towards something that's, they're not putting nothing positive back into the community, or to the people. Not so much the community, because the community is, the people that live within it, So if that means they stifle my views for lowering this, lowering it down and think, that means what I'm saying is effective. If I'm saying everything effective and it's going like 100,000, 200,000, I'm doing crazy numbers like that, that means I'm reading off a script. That means I'm doing something that is contributing to, the degradation of the people. Okay, what's going on, Lisa Smith? What you and Shy did? I want to say I commented earlier on, on your post on that particular video that you added, something that I think needs to be covered. I mean, I want to say, Boston did it when she was on the channel, and but you came at an aspect where I guess a lot more females can, gravitate to what you're saying, because you could tell. I mean, you wasn't sugarcoating anything. You was kicking it from your heart what you had to say. So I mean, I think more people need to hear that, even though they may not want to hear that. It's some truth to be pulled out of anything that you're not used to hearing. And like I said, I know it's a nice Saturday night. Hopefully, whatever neck of the woods you're in, it didn't rain. It wasn't no overcast clouds, no wind towers changing the frequency in the atmosphere to make it be overcast or anything like that. Hopefully, you had a time to catch some sun rays, get your vitamin D in, because that's what we all, the melanated people need. We need some vitamin D. That really weighs heavy on how healthy we are. On top of eating right as well. Making sure you get your water intake. Matter of fact, I got something in my car that I need to get out because I need to get my intake up. So I guess it's just me talking. Just basically, you think about it. When you make posts on like say like a Facebook or IG, IG's a lot of pictures, or a Twitter or things like that. It's like basically you're talking to yourself. So you're just hoping that someone reads one of your posts and responds positively, or they have something to actually add to further the conversation. So essentially, that's what I'm doing right now, since they're blocking who actually can come within here. And that's great. That just makes me think of um new videos I should post up talking about the certain powers that be and how they try to hush the common man's voice. I'm not for any how should I say, because see, this is how a lot of people don't know, but on these social platforms, a lot of them network together. Like I know on this one given platform, they used to call it, was it TweetDeck, and it would be like an unknown entity taking over like someone's Twitter, and then they would tweet whatever affirmation that they feel needs to go out to the public. Now, oh, you'll get all kind of um, followers and all this kind of stuff, but that's not you. That's someone else doing that. That's someone else controlling your thing. So essentially, they got control over your social media platform. So with that being said, why would I want to do something like that to just basically watch from afar and have a whole bunch of fake followers? Probably the people that they have on there is just kind of like how can I say it? Like like Hollywood props. You think it's like a real big city, but if you walk behind these so-called buildings and things like that, it would be propped up on stilts and things. It's a false perception of what it actually is. See, on any of my social media platforms that I do have, I have genuine subscribers and followers. I make sure to weed out, you got to do that too if you really want genuine people, following. You got to weed out all those, fake 1 2 3 4 5 BBBBC, them type of subscribers and followers that just have nothing but genuine. That's what I feel, where you have better, greater interaction between the people. But see, now we're operating a time where essentially it's the enemy of the state type of mode. It's like, okay, we're identifying everyone that's actually speaking properly, actually not networking, actually that's not with any type of say fraternities or any type of secret societies or any certain clubs or anything like that. I'm independent of all that. I can't take orders from nobody. It's like when the thought hits my mind and I think of, okay, this is how I need to process it, that's what I need to do. Not, okay, I got to go through chain of command to see if this is all right. I'm not obedient to no kind of chain of command. I don't believe in that. I don't believe people need to because like I said, there's a lot of plainclothes agents that they look just like you. They even sound just like you, but they take orders from somebody else. They follow a script. I'm far from following a script. We'll never follow a script. Oh, no, no problem, Lisa Smith. No problem. Oh, what up, Shy? What's going on with you? I'm glad y'all turned in. I just kind of had to get in the zone since they're blocking, people from actually interacting in this live stream. You know, but So how's your night, shot? Or how's your night going, shot? Are you having something to sip on already? Even though what time is it? The time is it's a minute away from 10 o'clock. At least from in my neck of the woods, it is. If you're in New York, it's about to be 11 o'clock. If you're in Cali, it's about to be like 8 o'clock. In various other parts of the world. It might be morning time. You might be like, reach on early in the morning when really it's like late evening over here, nighttime. Trying to survive the heat. That, hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, I wish I was in one of my air conditioned cars today, but I ain't. I've been riding around in the Z28 with the T tops off, trying to get all the vitamin D that I can get. Probably sleep real good tonight too, because once you get a lot of sun and you've been out in the sun, that's when you usually sleep the hardest, because you got your fulfillment for the day. They weren't really throwing too much overcast. I mean, it still wasn't dark blue skies, but you know still was able to catch the sun rays. So, like it says on the particular thumbnail, taking calls. If you want to actually put your number up, I don't got a Google numbers yet. I gotta look into that, where I could throw a Google number up and you can actually call in, where I won't even have to say this. You just see the number, like, oh, let me hit the line and see what's going on with Rick or whoever is in there. But you put your number up, I'll call it, and then I'll delete it from the live stream. You won't see it when it goes to replay. It'll look like you never said anything. But you throw your number up. I'll call you if you want to talk about something, whatever is on your mind, whatever thought process crosses your mind. You can talk about that. We can cover that. So we've been on 17 minutes and counting. I don't know. So matter of fact, I'm gonna have to start making it. I've been kind of lazy on it, but I do have a Patreon. I'm gonna have to start putting that link if you want to actually, people that's sick of not getting notifications or things like that. Patreon is kind of like YouTube, but it's a subscription, attached to that. And I wouldn't have a crazy subscription. It'd be like $1 or something like that. Dollar a month. Dollar a month subscription, and we could do some custom made things over there, actual, probably actual video. It won't be like how it is right here. Because since if you're paying a subscription fee, then it'll be a lot different content that because I still have YouTube, Too Cool to Con YouTube, but it's a YouTube, Too Cool to Con Patreon. I have it set up, but I just never really post the links to that, because I haven't really worked on it and put all what needs to be up on there. But I actually have a Patreon, and on these particular live streams, I mean, it's super chat enabled, but that's up to y'all. If you figure, oh, I want to give whatever it is, but think about this. I've been spilled the beans on this. When you contribute, even if it ain't my super chat, when you contribute to someone's super chat, say like, okay, I feel what he's saying, I'm giving him $100. Well, actually, the platform provider, they get half of that. So if you think you're giving me 100, you're actually only giving me 50. And if you're giving me 50, you're actually only giving me 25. And if you're giving me $5, you're only giving me 250. So that lets you know, it's a super gentleman of leisure, and they're called Google. They're the ones who profiting the most off of that, because you figure they're getting half, and then you're getting taxed on top of that money. So it's making your amount, whatever you get, even lesser. And since they're a big conglomerate corporation, they probably get tax breaks. So, that's the cream of the crop for them. So in a way, that's why they let a lot of nonsense channels flourish, because people are so stuck in that type of mindset where you're constantly spending money and really not actually getting nothing in return that will make them be like, okay, you know what? I'm thinking about what Rick just put on my mind. Maybe I should start, spending my money in a more methodical way and not just frivolously throwing it away because my money is hard earned. So what is it that you're drinking on, Shad? Let me ask you that. What are you sipping on? I'm thinking I may sip on some rum a little bit later. That's my favorite concoction. I had a little bit of brew last night, but I think I'll have some rum tonight. Matter of fact, I might just do, this is what I might do. Since tomorrow is Sunday, I may do a live in the morning because I know I should have known it's Saturday night, it's summertime. People's trying to, get in and do what they're trying to do, on a Saturday night. So I may just bring this back in a 3.5 in the morning time on a Sunday or something like that. It might be a little bit different response then. So I'll let this ride to maybe 23 minutes. Get to 23 minutes, I'm gonna shut it off. And hopefully it's not spin wheeling on you. I haven't shut nothing off yet, but that's the powers that be trying to discourage people from, being connected because I say certain words. See, when I say certain words, the algorithm, reacts a certain way. To me, this is a technical way of discrimination. That's how I look at it. That makes me think I should contact my investigative reporter friend and have them do a story on, one of the major media outlets about this. Bring some light to this particular situation because this don't make sense. You're a multi-conglomerate corporation that brings in probably billions up there, probably near towards the trillions, but you can't fix sending out notifications. No, you're practicing discrimination. You know, discrimination practice is at hand. We don't made it to 23. Nobody said anything, and I don't blame y'all because a lot of people are experiencing technical difficulties. A lot of people don't like watch when I end this particular live. People will get a notification like an hour or two later or something like that, and it's already been over with. But that's did in a calculated way. Hopefully, look out for me sometime tomorrow morning. I'm gonna bring it back again. I'm up.